everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making some hanging pot holder towels. What you're going to need is some pot holders. I picked these up from Dollar Tree. They come in a set of 2 for $1. There's different patterns and colors you can choose from. And then you're going to need a kitchen towel. I picked up 2 of each design because there were 2 pot holders. You need some matching thread. A couple of clips or pins. I like to use these little clips. They're so much easier than pinning. And you're going to need a pair of scissors. So first what I'm going to do is cut off all of the tags. Remove the tags from the pot holders as well as the kitchen towels. Again, I picked these up in a set of 2 from Dollar Tree, so I got 2 of them for $1. And then I also picked up the towels for $1 each, and they did have matching oven mitts as well, so I did pick up that to complete the set. So for around $3, I will have an entire set of 2 pot holders, 2 kitchen towels, and an oven mitt. I am cutting the tags off the back because I do want the back of these turquoise pot holders to actually be the front of my finished design. I will not cut the tags off of the red pot holders just because you're not going to see them. I'm going to put them on the inside of the design. Okay, so now all the tags have been cut off, and now I'm going to decide whether or not I want the design on the outside or if I want the solid color on the outside. I noticed with this particular design, folding it in half didn't really look so good because it just cut the design in half, and I didn't like that. So I decided to go with the solid color on the outside. So you want to fold your pot holder directly in half and line up the edges. And then I use these little clips just to mark the center seam, but you can also pin it, or you can even use a like a washable marker if you want to. Just figure out a way to mark the center seam. And do that for each of your pot holders. Again, fold it in half, match the seams at the top, and then pin your center seam. If you like these clips, you can find them in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, and I did pick these up from Amazon, but they make jobs so much easier, and I can clip multiple layers of fabric together as opposed to pinning it, and I just find it quicker and easier. Okay, so I also have clipped the center seams on my towels as well. And now I'm going to match up the center seams on the towel with the center seam on the pot holders. And you'll see here now I'll take off the clips and then clip everything together. If you want to, you can take your unfold your towels completely and press them. I didn't do that for this video, but you might get a nicer, more finished look if you do that. So here I folded the towel in half and then marked the center seam. I'm going to open it up and match the center seams with the towel and the pot holder, and then clip everything together. Simple. I use a shelf liner on my table to stabilize my sewing machine from bouncing around all over the place when I'm sewing. Okay, so across my center seam, I'm going to stitch. Go slowly because you are going through multiple layers of fabric plus some type of heat resistant batting or some type of thermal batting inside of your pot holder. So you do want to go slow and make sure that your machine can handle it, as well as not breaking your threads. So at the beginning of your stitches, make sure you backstitch a few stitches just to secure your row of stitching. And once your machine is ready to go, then just stitch a straight line all the way across, attaching the towel to the pot holder. Take your time and make sure everything is straight and flat. Make sure you don't sew over your pins or your clips. And at the end of your stitch, backstitch a few times just to secure your row of stitching. And then clip your threads. Super simple. Then you just want to fold your towel back over, and it is now attached to your pot holder. You can fold your pot holder back in half and see how everything looks. Make sure it's all straight. For the next section, you're going to need a needle and thread and a button. You can find a matching button, some type of fun design button, whatever you like, just as long as the button will fit through the loop on your pot hole. Not your pot hole, your pot holder. I'm going to go ahead and thread a needle with your coordinating thread color. And now we're going to attach the button. We're going to attach the button to the pot holder. So you take the little loop and just fold it over the top, and you can see where the button is going to go. You can either mark it, place a pin, whatever you like to do to mark that little area of where you're going to want to sew your button on. For me, I just kind of eyeball it. You are going to have to work a little bit to get your needle through the pot holder, as there's multiple layers plus a batting layer. So you want to make sure that you have a sturdy, sharp needle to get through the different layers of the pot holder. And then you just want to go back and forth, doing multiple layers of stitching on your button. You can see here I'm struggling a little bit to get the needle through the pot holder. This particular button only has 2 holes, so I'm just going to keep going around and around the 2 holes to attach this button just a few times to make sure that it's secure. You do want to put the buttons on pretty tight because this is going to be how we hang the towels from your oven or from your cabinet, and you might be pulling a lot on the towels or buttoning and unbuttoning the pot holder, unless you're just using it for decoration. But if you're actually going to use it for its function, you're going to want to make sure that that button is secure on there, otherwise you're going to be sewing it back on later. So after stitching it a few times, then you're going to want to pick up a couple of the threads off the back and tie a knot. And I always do a double knot just to make sure that it's secure and nothing's going to fall off. And then you clip your thread. And voila! We are done. And you just fold your loop on your pot holder over your button, and now you have a cute little hanging towel. Super simple, super easy. Would be great too if you want to teach children how to sew. This might be a fun learning project. So now we're just going to go through the rest of the towels and the rest of the designs that I have, and we're just going to do these super quickly, but you can watch. Again, we just sew a straight line, attaching the towel to the pot holder, then we go and we attach the button. Fold the pot holder in half and fold the loop over the button. Next up, I'm going to do the red ones. Now I'm going to change out the thread on my sewing machine, so I now have the red thread to match. And I'm going to do the same exact thing with the red set that I did with the turquoise set. If you don't want to learn how to sew, or you don't sew, but you would like to purchase these, either one of these sets, they are available on my website. The link is down below in the description, rosiesclosetlv.com. And you can purchase either one of these sets, the red set or the turquoise set, off of that website. Again, we just stitch down the center seam, fold your pot holder in half, and attach a button. We'll go ahead and attach a button on the second pot holder. And that's it, they are all done. So here you can see the matching oven mitts, and here are the finished hanging towels. Thank you everyone for hanging out to the end of my video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And again, if you'd like to purchase these items, please check out my website. The link is down below in the description. Have a wonderful day. Bye.